The beach, often seen as a place of peace and beauty, also hides a trove of unusual and astonishing events. From strange man-made creations washed ashore to chilling, unexplained occurrences that defy logic, the coastline can be full of surprises. With that in mind, here are 20 beach moments caught on camera that push the boundaries of belief. Number 20. Mystery of the strange, unidentified lights. Have you ever gazed up at the sky only to be mesmerized by strange lights that left you questioning if what you witnessed was a UFO? Such an intriguing occurrence took place in Naples Beach, where an image was captured depicting a mysterious formation of lights that continues to baffle investigators. The photograph showcases a curved line of lights, prompting speculation about their origin. While possibilities such as planes, helicopters, drones, or flying lanterns come to mind, it was the light's behavior that truly puzzled witnesses. Matt Krause and his wife recounted their experience, describing how one light initially hovered over Naples Beach, followed by the sudden appearance of several others, illuminating the area intensely. Astonishingly, these luminous orbs moved in various directions without emitting any sound. After a period of motion, the lights ceased their movement, remaining stationary for as long as 15 minutes. The authorities at Naples Airport reported nothing unusual on their radar that night, suggesting the lights could be attributed to Chinese lanterns. However, Matt dismissed this explanation due to the peculiar movements that defied mere wind-driven motion. The enigma of these lights continues to intrigue all who encounter them, leaving the true nature of this phenomenon shrouded in mystery. Number 19. The sudden hailstorm that blanketed Siberia. A remarkable weather event unfolded on a beach in Siberia, captured on video by astonished beachgoers. Although the existence of beaches in Siberia might come as a surprise, what transpired at this particular beach was far more than anyone anticipated. Despite the temperature soaring to an unexpectedly hot 98 degrees Fahrenheit that afternoon, people were enjoying a swim in the water and lounging under beach umbrellas. However, out of nowhere, a storm rapidly emerged, dark clouds gathering and unleashing rain upon the beach. Initially, beachgoers laughed and sought shelter, attributing it to typical Siberian weather patterns. Yet the atmosphere swiftly shifted as the storm intensified. The crowd's mood turned serious as hailstones as large as golf balls began to pummel down from the sky. The danger became apparent as being caught outside during the storm could result in significant harm. Tragically, it was later reported that 2 children lost their lives in the hailstorm. Witnesses likened the hailstones to bullets raining from above, a truly terrifying experience. This unexpected turn of events serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable power of nature and the need for caution in the face of extreme weather conditions. Number 18. Sharks and stingrays. At the beach, encountering small fish in shallow waters is a common sight, but when it comes to sharks and stingrays, the scene takes on a whole new level of fascination. In the Maldives, there exists a remarkable place where these magnificent marine creatures gather near the shore to feed. Despite their typically fearsome reputation, their behavior at this beach is so gentle and patient that they almost resemble pets awaiting their mealtime. The presence of numerous stingrays and sharks suggests that this feeding ritual has been ongoing for some time, attracting both locals and tourists to the renowned Reethy Beach. Here, visitors have the rare opportunity to observe these predators up close without any fear of harm. The resort has embraced this unique attraction by continuing the practice of feeding the creatures every late afternoon. It's a truly extraordinary experience, and it's understandable why witnessing this spectacle has become a popular desire. However, everyone's response to the large numbers may differ. Would you personally wish to witness this sight, or would the sheer quantity of creatures make you apprehensive? Number 17. Surfers and the playful whale and calf splash. In a truly enchanting moment captured on film, swimmers off the coast of Manly, Australia, found themselves in the presence of a magnificent sight. A majestic whale accompanied by her calf gracefully played in the waters mere feet away from a group of astonished surfers. Dominic Taylor, using a drone, skillfully documented the extraordinary encounter, revealing the surfer's close proximity to the calf and its protective mother. However, in an exhilarating twist, the footage also captures the heart-stopping moment when the adult whale turns, accidentally knocking the surfers off their boards with its fin. The photographer couldn't believe her extraordinary luck upon realizing the incredible scene she had captured. With its heartwarming content, the footage quickly spread across the internet, captivating viewers worldwide. It's a delightful departure from the more usual interactions between Australian surfers and sharks, which often involve less friendly encounters. Let us bask in the joy of witnessing these beautiful whales and their heartwarming connection with the surfers. Number 16. Lions and tigers show their beach ball skills. Princess Chica Latifa of Dubai is known for her collection of exotic pets, which includes not only tigers but also lions, orangutans, chimpanzees, as well as several birds and horses. These animals are fortunate to reside in a remarkable beachside sanctuary where they have ample space and opportunities for various activities. Living in a truly regal manner, they experience a level of comfort and luxury that is uncommon for their species. In the featured clips, tigers and lions engage in unexpected behavior, playing with beach balls. Despite their imposing and fearsome appearance, their innate playful nature shines through. With powerful lunges and sharp teeth on display, they pounce on the balls as if they were formidable adversaries. Even in play, their strength is evident in the way they handle the toys. Watching these felines exhibit both cuteness and an aura of intensity creates a mixture of awe and slight apprehension. As the playful encounter progresses, some of the animals unintentionally cause damage to one of the balls, causing it to deflate. Owning such majestic creatures as pets is a decision that carries immense responsibility and requires extensive expertise in their care. While these animals may appear captivating, it is essential to recognize that they have specific needs, habitat requirements, and pose potential risks. Keeping them as pets is not a viable or suitable option for most individuals due to the complexities involved in providing appropriate care, space, and safety considerations. They are best admired from a respectful distance in their natural habitats or in well-managed sanctuaries where their welfare is prioritized. Now it's time for today's topic. Crowds gathered in shock along the shoreline of Mozambique this week as a massive shark with bizarre, mutated features washed into the shallows. The creature, resembling a hammerhead but far larger than any recorded specimen, appeared to have exaggerated eye ridges and a jaw lined with multiple rows of sharp, uneven teeth. Locals waited cautiously around it, uncertain whether it was alive or struggling after being swept in by currents. Witnesses described the shark's size as bigger than a small boat, with its body showing scars and deformities that fueled speculation. Some believe pollution or chemical leaks along the East African coast could have triggered a mutation in existing shark populations. Others suggested the animal might have come from deeper, unexplored waters where larger, unknown species could still exist. Marine biologists have long warned that industrial runoff in the Indian Ocean is altering ecosystems, and this sighting seemed to highlight that concern. Videos quickly spread online, with viewers debating whether the shark was a mutated giant hammerhead, a freak hybrid, or something completely new. Authorities have since closed sections of the beach as researchers investigate. For locals, the fear remains. If one of these mutant sharks has reached the shallows, more could be prowling just offshore. Number 15. Sand art. Odisha, a state on the eastern coast of India, proudly claims to be the birthplace of sand art. Whether you believe this assertion or not is up to your own judgment. However, one undeniable fact is that sand art in Odisha reaches extraordinary levels. While the general concept is akin to sculpture, working with sand presents certain advantages due to its soft and malleable nature compared to rock. Yet don't underestimate the immense skill required. If you've ever attempted to build a sand castle at the beach, you know it doesn't always turn out as planned. In comparison, these sand sculptures, when contrasted with our feeble castle attempts, become all the more impressive. Crafted solely with fine-grained sand and water, the artists employ basic hand tools and their dexterous fingers to shape astonishingly precise forms. Interestingly, the sculptures often consist of figures and heads, lending a somewhat eerie vibe akin to a serial killer's lair from a distance. Nevertheless, this art form captivates the masses on the beach, and we can only hope that no one inadvertently stumbles upon these creations while chasing a frisbee. Number 14. Rescuing 7 stranded orcas in La Caleta, Argentina. When marine creatures find themselves stranded on the shore, it can be a heartbreaking and potentially fatal situation due to their water-dependent anatomy. The orca, a member of the dolphin family, is a highly sociable creature that lives in pods similar to dolphins. They have various methods of communication, including making different sounds and using echolocation, which allows them to navigate and locate prey underwater by interpreting sound waves bouncing off objects. However, their social nature can sometimes lead them into challenging situations, like these orcas that end up on a land-based beach instead of their preferred aquatic habitat. In La Caleta, an eastern Argentine province of Buenos Aires, 7 orcas became stranded, prompting the presence of people willing to rescue them. Thankfully, 6 of the killer whales were successfully returned to the water, but unfortunately, one of them did not survive the ordeal. Returning a massive and cumbersome orca back to the water is no easy task given its size and weight. However, the efforts of those present during the stranding demonstrated a fortunate stroke of luck for the majority of these magnificent creatures. Number 13. Brazilian beach rescue 30 dolphins. While dolphins are widely recognized as highly intelligent creatures, there are instances when their collective behavior can lead to unexpected challenges. Mass beachings, where a group of dolphins strand themselves on a shore, remains somewhat of a mystery. In this particular event captured on film, It is puzzling to understand how the dolphins ended up swimming so close to the shore only to become instantly and collectively stuck on the beach. Fortunately, luck was on their side as they chose a beach in Brazil on a sunny day bustling with people ready to offer assistance. As the dolphins struggled in the sand, individuals from all directions rushed in to help. Once people realized the situation, they worked together to return the stranded sea creatures to deeper waters. Within a short span of time, the entire ordeal was successfully averted, and all the dolphins were safely back at sea. It serves as a reminder of humans' ability to adapt and act swiftly when necessary, accomplishing the task at hand for the benefit of these awe-inspiring mammals. Number 12. Cats swimming at the beach. It is indeed unusual to see a cat swimming, as they are generally known for their aversion to water. However, there are rare instances where some cats can swim and even enjoy it. In this particular case, a couple decided to take their cat to the beach, and surprisingly, the cat took a liking to swimming. Despite the unconventional idea of bringing a cat to the beach, it seems to have paid off as they now have a unique cat that can swim. This cat, named Nathan despite being a girl, has certainly led an interesting and confusing life. She spends time at the beach, has learned to swim, and follows her owners wherever they go, both at home and outdoors. It's evident that her owners are dedicated to their pets, going to great lengths to ensure her happiness and including her in their activities. Perhaps Nathan herself doesn't realize she's a cat and believes she's just like her human companions. Opinions about this swimming feline may be mixed, as it challenges our preconceived notions about cats and water. While some might find it unusual or unexpected, others may appreciate the unique bond between the owners and their cat, embracing the fact that animals, like humans, can have individual preferences and interests. Number 11. The stranded great white shark's rescue. If I were to come across a stranded great white shark on the beach, my priority would be to ensure personal safety, while also being cautious of other sharks in the vicinity. I would maintain a safe distance and document the event through photographs or videos. However, approaching the shark directly would not be advisable due to the inherent risks involved. It is important to remember that great white sharks are powerful and potentially dangerous creatures. In the described incident at a beach in Victoria, Australia, an individual took a courageous approach by taking action to rescue the stranded shark. It is indeed rare to witness such an event where someone has the bravery to intervene and assist a beached shark. The man in question grasped the shark by its tail, initially facing resistance as the creature vigorously wiggled. The sight of a once fearsome predator helplessly flopping on the sand is undoubtedly unusual. Surprisingly, the shark seemed to comprehend its predicament and stopped resisting the man's efforts. It allowed the rescuer to drag it across the sand and deeper into the water. However, instead of heading out to sea, the shark swam back towards the shore, appearing confused or possibly affected by the strong waves. Nevertheless, after several attempts, the shark eventually managed to navigate out of its challenging situation and swim back into the ocean. It is important to note that direct intervention with stranded sharks should be left to trained professionals who possess the necessary expertise and equipment to handle such situations safely. Number 10. Mud bathing. If you ever come across people at the beach covered in black, resembling ninjas, chances are they have just finished indulging in a unique activity called mud bathing. This practice can be found in various resorts worldwide and involves immersing oneself in muddy water, collecting mud from the sea floor, and applying it all over the body. While it may seem unappealing and even unpleasant due to the smell, people from different cultures engage in this activity, and certain beaches are renowned for their mud bathing sites. In Crimea's Tarkhanket Lake, a group of individuals had a delightful time getting dirty. They laughed, rolled around in the water, and covered their bodies entirely in dark mud, reminiscent of body paint. Beyond the fun aspect, people are drawn to Tarkhanket Lake for its purported healing properties. The lake is rich in mineralized mud due to the presence of mud volcanoes and sulfurous springs. Mud bathing is believed to offer various health benefits, including alleviating nervous system issues, boosting the immune system, and improving respiratory functions, among others. However, it is important to note that mud bathing has its limitations and is not suitable for everyone. People with conditions such as asthma, diabetes, tuberculosis, high blood pressure, arrhythmia, and pregnant women are advised against participating in mud bathing due to potential risks. Nonetheless, for those without contraindications, this unusual activity offers a unique way to experience the beach and reap its alleged therapeutic effects. Number 9. The mysterious man-made beach creature. Theo Jansen's remarkable creations, known as strand beasts or beach animals, are a sight like no other. These colossal skeletal beasts possess the astounding ability to walk independently. The intricacy of their mechanisms is truly awe-inspiring, with limbs that exhibit lifelike flexibility. A beachgoer would marvel at the sheer enormity and beauty of these creatures as they gracefully roam the shoreline. What sets strand beasts apart is their complete reliance on the power of the wind, making them distinct from the majority of robots we encounter today. Over the course of many decades, Jansen has continuously refined his sculptures, considering them an evolution in themselves. The more recent iterations are equipped with intelligence and energy storage capabilities. For example, they can alter their course if they approach the water's edge and can even harness wind energy when natural breezes are scarce. Jansen's passion for enhancing his strand beast stems from his desire to create new life forms, a concept that deeply fascinates him. Despite the challenges posed by sand and wind on the beach, he persistently embraces new designs and technologies to refine his remarkable work. Number 8. Humans' efforts to aid a giant leatherback sea turtle. Life can be challenging for a massive turtle, especially when it finds itself in a tricky situation from which it cannot escape. In such moments, these enormous creatures rely on the kindness of strangers to lend a helping hand. Such was the case for a giant leatherback turtle in Upang Beach, North Sulawesi, Indonesia. This remarkable turtle, weighing approximately 420 pounds, found itself trapped in a swamp on the beach. Thankfully, the local villagers who discovered the turtle's predicament wasted no time in taking action. They joined forces to assist the large marine animal, helping it navigate its way out of the difficult terrain and back toward the water. With their efforts, the turtle successfully made its way back to where it belonged, swimming freely in the ocean. Leatherback turtles are not only massive but also rare, making them a protected species in Indonesia. Hunting these turtles has been illegal since 1987. Therefore, in present times, people are more inclined to rescue and protect these magnificent sea creatures rather than engage in harmful practices. Number 7. Encounter with a cobra snake on Hout Bay Beach. While strolling along the beach, encountering a deadly snake may not be the first thing on your mind. However, if you happen to find yourself in South Africa, it's a very real possibility, and perhaps it's time to reconsider those flip-flops for everyone's safety. This astonishing footage was captured by a surprised local at Hout Bay, a beach in Cape Town, South Africa. It depicts one of the most venomous snakes in Africa, a Cape cobra, casually slithering on the sand, seemingly making its way toward the water. This certainly adds a new perspective to taking a dip in the ocean. We're aware of the presence of sharks, but snakes, and not just any snakes. These are among the most dangerous ones with high fatality rates within the snake species. The Cape cobra featured in the video possesses a potent venomous bite. Without prompt administration of antivenom, its bite can prove fatal to an adult within a remarkably short time, sometimes as quickly as 1 hour. The venom induces a range of unpleasant symptoms, including pain, numbness, drooling, drowsiness, convulsions, paralysis, and loss of consciousness. It's a terrifying prospect to contemplate. Suddenly, that relaxing seaside walk has taken on an edgier and more unsettling vibe. Number 6. Tuna crabs. The beachgoers in California were in for an unusual and alarming surprise when they arrived for a swim. Instead of the usual white sand, they were met with a striking scene of red. Initially, one might assume it to be red seaweed or algae, or perhaps even red sand or pebbles. However, the reality was quite different. The beach was covered in tiny living creatures known as tuna crabs. These small red crustaceans, numbering in the thousands, lined the shoreline of various beaches. Measuring between 1 to 3 inches in length, these creatures likely originated from Mexico's Baja Peninsula due to warm water conditions. It was possible that they drifted northward and ended up along the coasts of Southern California. Tuna crabs, also known as pelagic red crabs, are not true crabs but rather a species of squat lobster. This distinction explains their appearance, resembling small lobsters or crawfish. Being poor swimmers, they easily get carried away by tides and currents, which eventually bring them to the shores of Southern and Central California during warming events. Number 5. Swimming camels. Camels, typically associated with the hot and barren desert, possess a surprising ability to traverse not only the sandy dunes, but also the shores of beaches. These remarkable creatures are even capable of crossing the sea, creating a truly unforgettable sight for those fortunate enough to witness it. What makes this camel behavior even more astonishing is their method of crossing in groups, forming a long line. Dromedaries, the type of camel most commonly seen, travel in herds of 20 or more as they journey to different islands in search of greener pastures and fresh water. The distance they cover, including navigating through deep waters, does not deter them from undertaking their remarkable migration. As they reach the deepest parts of the sea, only their heads remain visible above the water's surface, leading some onlookers to mistake them for whales. This captivating sight often attracts the attention of both locals and visitors who gather to observe this awe-inspiring scene. Number 4. Thousands of sand dollars wash up on the Oregon coast. Sand dollars, which are flat sea urchins, are typically found in temperate and tropical coastal areas of Central and South America. Occasionally, they can be found as far north as the eastern coast of the United States. These creatures prefer warmer climates, making it peculiar when they began appearing on the beaches of northern Oregon in the summer of 2021. Thousands of sand dollars were washing up on the shore and subsequently dying, leaving scientists and locals perplexed. This unexplained phenomenon, known as a mass die-off, lacked an apparent cause, leaving everyone puzzled as to why these sand dollars had chosen Oregon as their final destination for such a fate. One theory suggests that recent changes in sea currents have led to the unearthing of sand dollars in large numbers, inadvertently bringing them ashore. It's unfortunate for these delicate creatures to undergo such an ordeal. The unexpected presence of sand dollars in northern Oregon serves as a reminder of the intricate and interconnected nature of marine ecosystems. Environmental shifts and disturbances can impact the distribution and behavior of marine organisms, leading to unusual events like this mass die-off. Number 3. Lego Man. A remarkable and puzzling sight unfolded when an 8-foot Lego man made an unexpected appearance on Siesta Key Beach, causing a media frenzy. The sudden presence of this colossal statue left everyone questioning its meaning and intended message for the public. The figure's body bore a thought-provoking statement, "No real than you are," while its back showcased the name Ego Leonard and the number 8. Beachgoers rushed to take photos, and within hours, the mysterious Lego man was trending online, with theories ranging from alien art to a guerrilla marketing stunt. Children crowded around the figure, tugging at its massive plastic limbs, while adults debated whether it was an elaborate prank or a profound social statement. Reporters soon gathered at the scene, eager to uncover the origins of the surreal visitor, while local authorities struggled to determine whether it should be classified as lost property or public art. The spectacle turned the quiet beach into a stage for international curiosity, attracting tourists and art enthusiasts alike. This intriguing artwork was attributed to Dutch artist Leon Kier, who created it as a representation of his alter ego, Ego Leonard. The Lego figure has appeared in Kier's previous artworks, often accompanied by a statement emphasizing its name. According to Kier's website, Ego Leonard exists as a resident of a virtual world that once thrived with happiness, creativity, and solidarity. However, as time passed, this realm underwent a transformation, gradually becoming more sinister and perilous. In response, Ego Leonard seeks to explore and understand our world and its intricacies. This captivating piece of art appears to serve as a commentary on the current state of our world, inviting viewers to reflect on the changes and challenges we face. The enigmatic presence of Ego Leonard on various beaches worldwide sparks contemplation and encourages interpretation of its significance in the context of our rapidly evolving reality. Number 2. Woman struck by lightning while walking along a beach. This shocking footage captures the moment a Brazilian woman is struck by lightning while walking on the beach. The impact of the lightning strike immediately sends her tumbling to the ground, as one would expect. However, in a remarkable turn of events, she survives the incident, albeit in critical condition. Witnesses nearby rushed to her aid, some too stunned to move at first, while others dialed emergency services in a panic. Lifeguards on duty sprinted across the sand, performing CPR until paramedics arrived with defibrillators. Doctors later revealed that the current had entered through her shoulder and exited through her foot, narrowly missing her heart. Her clothes were charred, her shoes melted, and her body bore severe burn marks, yet she clung to life. The fact that she was not instantly killed by the immense electrical surge is extraordinary, as few individuals struck by lightning walk away unscathed. So what exactly is a lightning strike? It is an electric discharge that occurs between the atmosphere and the ground. While lightning strikes are visually captivating, they pose a significant danger to those in close proximity. Shockingly, approximately 2,000 people worldwide lose their lives to lightning strikes each year. The impact can cause cardiac arrest and severe burns. However, several hundred individuals do manage to survive these strikes, which is truly remarkable considering the force involved. Unfortunately, many survivors are left with lasting symptoms, including memory loss, weakness, numbness, and life-altering conditions. This incident serves as a reminder of the immense power and danger associated with lightning strikes. It highlights the importance of seeking shelter and taking precautions during thunderstorms to minimize the risk of such tragic events. Number 1. Malibu Zuma Beach's terrifying collapse. As an onlooker stood in the car park at Malibu Beach, he noticed a peculiar sight. A portion of the rock face seemed to be shifting and crumbling, gradually giving way. Swiftly adapting to our modern habits, he pulled out his phone to capture the moment in a video, eager to share it on the internet for all to enjoy. What unfolded before him was a rockfall, akin to a small landslide. The ground seemed to tremble as dust plumes rose into the air, cloaking the scene in a faint haze that shimmered under the afternoon sun. Boulders tumbled one after another, bouncing violently and smashing into smaller fragments that skittered across the asphalt. Tourists nearby gasped, some retreating quickly while others stood frozen, torn between awe and fear at nature's sudden show of force. A couple of beachgoers sprinted toward their cars, hoping to escape before the worst of the debris came crashing down. The sound was deafening, like thunder cracking from within the earth itself, echoing across the coastline and startling seabirds into frantic flight. Within seconds, the calm setting of Malibu was transformed into a chaotic reminder of the raw power of geological forces. Landslides, defined as the downward movement of debris, rocks, or earth due to gravity, encompass various specialized categories, though in this case the specific classification mattered little. The primary concern was the sudden roar and the cascading mix of soil, trees, and general debris hurtling down the hill. For the unfortunate car owners directly in the path of this natural upheaval, there was no feasible way to move their vehicles out of harm's way. Let's hope their insurance policies extend coverage to such geological occurrences. That concludes our roundup of unbelievable beach moments caught on camera. Who would have thought the shoreline could hold such surprising and extraordinary encounters? We'd love to hear from you. Share your own unforgettable beach memories in the comments below. And while you're here, don't miss out on exploring the other fascinating videos popping up on your screen. Stay tuned for more amazing content coming your way.